Welcome back, everyone, to Pair of Kings, where we are bringing you business as usual, tomfoolery as planned. My name is John Hogaboom. You can find me on Instagram at John Hogaboom, and today I am joined by my two wonderful co-hosts. They will announce themselves in alphabetical order.
I'm Michael Smith. Took me a second. I had to like A, B, C. I'm Michael Smith. You can find me on Instagram at @_Smithstagram.
Hi everybody, I'm Saul Thompson. You can find me on Instagram at Saul Thompson. How is everybody today?
I'm good, but I was just gonna say, for those of you who don't know, John Hogaboom just got married in Tabies.
He did. He got married
That's
in Tabies.
what they're saying, folks.
He did it.
Number one most married in Tabies man, maybe of all time.
I'm sure someone beat to it.
Outside of the state of New York, he is the most.
Yeah,
married
probably
man.
number one in my residential state of Michigan. I would imagine I'm definitely up there. But yeah, I'm officially Mr. John Hogaboom now. Big name. Big name.
Do you
swap.
not get the Mr. tag if you're not married?
Oh, you do, but I'm now officially.
Nothing's changed.
You know.
I
am married.
Real quick, if you are listening to this podcast, make sure to follow us on your podcast platform of choice, whether it be Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And if you're watching the podcast, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and interact with the video over on YouTube. I just
Stop
need to
talking about your beautiful wife. We have to plug the podcast.
Sorry, I need to do it so that I don't forget to do it. And then 45 minutes in, I remember to do it. So
the real
let's
fans
hear about
know
your
to interact at 45
let's hear about
minutes.
your beautiful wife, because I have questions about the tabby boots as well.
Shout out to my beautiful wife, Jalen Hogaboom, aka Mrs. Hogaboom. Also got married in Tabies to me, who was also wearing Tabies.
Wow, Tabies. Did the party have to wear Tabies?
No, we were the only ones. All good comments on them. You know, a lot of people who were not familiar with the footwear, but very small wedding. There were 9 people, including us. But yeah, we did it. The papers are signed under the eyes of the state of Michigan and God. We are married.
Wow. 2-to-7 tabby ratio. That's actually not bad for a wedding.
Yeah. No, it's solid.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be 2 to 9? Would it be the total number of people?
No, ratios
2 in Tabbies, 9 out.
Okay. Oh,
the fraction would be 2 of 9.
Yeah,
but the ratio
is 2 to 7.
Okay.
Sweet race, bro.
Yo, nice T race, bro.
Yeah, wait. Are you put? Because I remember the like suit and all that. Are you putting it on ice? Is it crisp in a bag, never to be seen again?
I actually wore it the 2 weekends after we did a little mini ceremony for Jay's grandparents. So it actually got pulled out again, but it fit great. Super comfortable, very breathable.
Where are the pics?
They are currently in the lab. They are being processed by our wonderful photographer. Apparently they usually take about 6 weeks. We got a couple previews that looked great. Super like candid style photography, so I'm really excited to see them.
Nice.
And
this has been like the suit is the wedding suit, and it's not going to be like
it'll be a suit after that. It's not like a tux. It's like a one.
I remember it. Yeah,
olive green. No, it'll get plenty of wear afterwards. Same with the tabbies.
Some people get sentimental, you know.
I think Jay's turning her wedding dress into like a cocktail dress.
Whoa,
tight.
That's got to get those wears in, you know.
With she getting cocktails, and she got like a veil and like a long ass train, and
yeah, that's the plan.
And everyone's like, "Congratulations!" And she's like, "I've been married for a decade. This is just a dress now."
Exactly. But yeah, the fits were solid, very comfortable, which was the important thing. Like I wasn't sweating. The suit was breathable. Nice. I wore a bolo tie that Jay's grandpa made.
What was our bet? I don't remember this. This was like 3 years ago about one of us getting married and the other one giving them the bolo tie.
Oh yeah, when you get married, you have to buy me a Prada bolo tie. There was no bet. It was just like you agreed to do this.
Might be a hot minute.
This just de-incentivizes him to.
Yeah, it's like an extra $350 for a leather triangle.
What? What brought this about?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
This is like major throwback, probably like early to mid 2020.
I love when I'm trying to remember something one of us said in one podcast and I have to like listen to the entire thing, sort of just like skipping and
hoping you find it.
Usually I've got a good memory for this sort of stuff. I mean, we did that one where we listened to the podcast and I was able to call out our question from Marquise.
Oh, the price has gone up, Saul.
What?
We're looking at $550 for a Prada bolo tie. Inflation.
Dog, by the time you get married, that's gonna be 4 digits. Not to say anything about you, just to say stuff about money.
Okay.
Just on the rate, it's going up. We're looking at it's almost doubled in a couple years.
What's your like Prada bolo tie wedding index? It's like, what's the cost of a Prada bolo tie when you get married?
Yeah, by tracking the price of the Prada bolo tie, you can predict economic downturn in the United States. It's too high. The bubble's gonna pop.
Is a secondhand one allowed? Or wait, there's a gold one for 360? Oh, it's just brown leather and it's on sale. That's what it is. Man, these things are not good. Is that okay for me to say?
I'm gonna make an amendment. You no longer have to buy me that.
Why? Because it's bad?
No, that's your wedding gift. You don't have to buy me a Prada bolo.
I've been freed from. Okay, cool.
Well,
thank you.
Now that I'm here, I'm actually gonna make a new rule that when you get married, you have to buy me a Prada bolo tie.
I have to buy Michael a Prada.
Passing the torch.
Yeah, passing the torch for no reason.
I will wear an existing bolo tie in my collection, but
okay.
Yeah, I feel like Michael, you'd freak it.
I'd freak it
to an extent that I cannot freak.
I want to talk about weddings in a second, but before we do that, John, run me a fit check.
All right, we've got a classic going on, folks. First and foremost, the Birkenstocks. On the legs, we have a pair of black mesh shorts from Premier Skate Shop in Grand Rapids, Michigan. On top, we have a Supreme t-shirt featuring 3 stacks, Andre 3000. This is photo tee.
Nice.
And
is it real?
It is real. I bought it directly from Supreme. And on top of that, we have a coveted piece, a Blue Japan crew neck that, for those of you who may not remember, Saul sent me the listing. In my understanding, it was saying like, hey, you should get this. This is awesome. Because it was awesome. And it was in my size. And so I bought it. And Saul was like, oh, I was sending you that for the validation. I was going to buy it. And Saul, you can take solace in the fact that I have probably worn this 300 times since buying it. So
it makes me happy. It's in good hands.
Thank you. I mean? Yeah, the cost per wear is probably about 10 cents at this point.
Yo, bro, run me the CPW on that.
Yeah, what's the CPW on that?
That's a good question. Probably about 10 cents.
Yo, the Rogue Garments thing where they're like, tell me your outfit and how much it costs, but they're like, tell me your outfit and the CPW.
The CPW. And that's like, how you really get them. It's like,
that's how you get them,
you know. And then I have a chain on from a brand called Pucker. It's like a little mushroom with Pucker. A face that my beautiful wife, Jalen Hogaboom, got for me. Wow. And my wedding ring. And my Birks were also from Jay. I forgot to mention that.
So these are the Birkenstock 3.0s?
3.0s. Second pair of Bostons. Already worn down to the cork on the heel.
Are they in the what, Instagram dude colorway, the tan?
They're dark brown, like chocolate brown.
Oh, not the mink. Mink is the tan one, right? The like orangey tan.
Yeah.
So I got a pair of those on the way.
Nice,
because I love those things.
Oscar,
Michael, you're sort of a parody of yourself in the best way.
Oh, I
mean, they're
it's Oscar.
Birkenstock Boston is truly like the most comfortable shoe on the planet.
I spent ages deciding between the like mink orangey ones and the beige ones. The problem is they're both like 2 different types of Instagram guy, and like you got to pick which one of those you're gonna be.
Which way, Western man?
Yeah, there's because like the mink one is like Chrome Hearts, like ALD type boy, and the beige one is like I don't know, in my head that's like cottagecore. You have kids and you put them in like beige caps.
Michael, you are truly on another level. The thought process is
Am I wrong?
Is this what keeps you up at night, Michael? You're like, fuck,
This-
am I a
honestly-
cottagecore guy or an ALD guy?
I spent a week trying to figure out what color of Birkenstocks to buy, and I was like you look at pictures of them in the exact same outfit, and it's a totally different guy. Like, do I want to be Bushwick dad with kids in beige outfits? Or do I want to be like dime square teenager with like parent money? And I went with dime square teenager with parent money, obviously.
At least you thought through the purchase, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't an impulse. You gave it the time it deserved and probably then some.
Yeah. So I'm
You made an
getting
educated
some
purchase.
The reason I did it is because Rick Birkenstocks, I found out, are made with the I think I told you this.
It's the narrow, right?
It's not just that it's the narrow sole, because narrow works better for me but looks worse. The Rick Birkenstocks aren't made with like a full cork sole. They're made with like a cork latex blend.
Whack.
It doesn't soften up. Like, Saul is losing his shit right now. The cork.
Thinking about Fiona coming into the room. Michael's like awake at 3 a.m. She's like, babe, what's wrong? He's like,
It's got like the
fuck.
triple monitor set up.
Oh my God. The Rick ones, they don't look, they're just not getting soft. And I don't know if I want to be an ALD guy or a Bushwick dad guy. I can't figure it out, babe.
I'm drawing all sorts of like
Don't get
bubble
the soft
diagrams
sole
on my
ones,
window.
though, because they have the regular sole and the soft footbed.
So the mink ones only come in soft sole.
It won't mold to your foot.
Why is Saul, you are like dying?
You've thrown Michael back into this vortex of questioning now. He's gonna have to like return
No.
them.
I thought about this. The soft footbed is still going to be better than the Rick. Like,
That's fair.
Like,
it won't give
it's-
you that mold though.
it'll give me some mold. It'll take a while, but it'll give
Bro,
me
your
mold.
shoes moldy, bro.
Mine
Bro,
have
I
a
will mold them.
patina and a half on them.
Saul, give me that fit check.
I'm wearing my striped gold denim. I was wearing some
Classic.
boots earlier. I'm
Boots?
in a just white t-shirt from Uniqlo that I have to get rid of because they use slave labor. I think
I mean, get it. You own it already.
yeah,
You're
so
not supporting them by.
I'm not gonna replace.
You're not
anything
buying a
from
fresh
Uniqlo
one
anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Still bad
there's no-
though.
Yeah. And then I'm wearing an old Paul Stewart cashmere sweater that I stole from my grandfather. It's somehow got more holes on it from last time that I wore it.
It looks so
Nice.
cool.
It's
I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Yeah.
And then I was wearing an old Woolrich jacket earlier today. The big like plaid like wide collar one.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a friend about this. He said I was like, oh, you should borrow it. He was like, I really like it. I was like, yeah, like take it, just return it whenever you want. And he was like, I can't be a plaid guy. And never in my life I'm sorry. He was like, I can't be a flannel guy. And I was like, that's not a flannel. That's a jacket with like I guess a plaid pattern. But he's like a 6'5", John coated, beautiful man. But apparently every time he
Perfect to be a
wears-
flannel guy. You look like a giant lumberjack.
Yeah. So
Well, I
he
think
said-
people
this
want
is
to
in New
avoid
York
that.
as well. Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta lay into the handsome core.
Yeah, but this is like Portland core,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
Does he have a beard?
No, he's clean shaven because he can't grow a beard.
I can't grow a beard either.
Just the stash.
Just the
Yeah,
stash.
the stash is in a very wispy state right now. I shaved for the wedding, and it's in a regrow at the moment. It's like a month and
Oh, no,
a day.
no stash for the wedding?
No, because my rationale was I've gone my entire life up until like April of this year without one. And it's a very recent development, so I don't want to like look back at wedding photos in 20 years if I decide not to go with the stash long term and be like,
what
oh,
if
I
you
should-
do go with the stash long term and then 20 years you look back and you're like,
It's
I
easier
was
to
so
Photoshop a
baby-faced.
mustache on than it is to Photoshop a mustache off.
That's true.
There you go. That is the rationale I definitely thought of beforehand.
The whole point about wedding pics is that you're supposed to look like that forever. That's what I've heard.
Yep. Yeah. Tabies
All right.
forever. I've worn them. I haven't taken them off until this podcast, actually.
I want to play a game with my wedding photographer where I will actively try and dodge being in every single photo and they have to chase
That's
me
a
around.
very expensive game, Saul. That is a game that has a price that I don't think you want to pay.
I paid somebody money to give me the Larry David cut. All right. My
Really?
That
silliness
is
knows
crazy
no
that you
bounds.
paid money for that.
Well, I
paid for
paid for the
that?
dye job. She gave me
Okay.
the free crown shave.
Hey, that's a deal, man.
The shave was free.
I kind of
Did
want to make
she
that my
die
Instagram
before or
profile.
after the
It's
crown
kind of
shave?
amazing. I'm gonna try it out. I'm making
Are
the
we
Larry David side profile
So how
shot.
many Halloween costumes did you have?
3?
Okay.
Four technically.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the technical?
Ken, but I was just wearing black and had blonde hair.
Hmm.
That was weird. So I went out and my idea was like, oh, I'll be Ken and it'll be easy. If I see any women as Barbie, you go, hi, Barbie. And then it's like, oh, yeah, you did the thing. I saw on a night out in New York City in the Lower East Side, one woman dressed as Barbie.
Did you
I
say
feel like
hi,
everyone
Barbie?
thought it was going to be too popular.
I think, yeah.
Everyone, the economics of it.
Did you get to do the bit?
No, they were like across the street and too far away to like.
You should have shouted
Should
it.
have yelled it.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Alas.
I'm about to run you possibly the most fit check of all time, not
Holy
just on this
moly.
podcast, but on all podcasts ever, which isn't big competition because there's
Joe
only
Rogan,
one other
watch
podcast
out.
with fit checks, and we know what they're like. Anyways, the most fit check of all time. I am wearing Croc cowboy boots
Oh, fuck, Michael.
with truck nuts on the back.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And
That's what we like to see.
Shrek ears, but one of the Shrek ears fell off because Toast took it and it's probably under the fridge by now.
Let's go.
Michael, did you buy the boots? Sorry for the sidebar. Or were they sponsored?
I'll tell you in a second because I
Okay.
accidentally got them for free. I'm wearing
Wow.
Croc cowboy boots. I am wearing Yeezy Calabasas track pants, courtesy of Mr. John Hogaboom. They
Hey,
still have the tag on.
courtesy
I'm never taking it
of
off.
Yeezy Supply, because I ordered them in my size back in like 2017 or whatever, whenever they came out. I ordered them in a medium and they came in an extra small.
Nice.
Shout out that. And the tag is still on, and I keep being like, oh, I should take that off. And then I don't. So
They're
I'm sitting
cool
on it right now.
pants.
They're cool. They look really great with my Croc cowboy boots.
There you go.
I got a Slipknot Knotfest Roadshow Tour 2021 t-shirt on. This is like my favorite t-shirt.
Whoa.
And then on top of that, I got a Rilakuma sweater.
What is
which is-
Rilakuma?
This guy, the little fat bear thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is he
He's
related
cute.
at all to Gudetama?
No, I think they're the same like parent company. Like, San X, Sanrio makes
Sanrio.
Hello Kitty.
We're
San X
Cinnamoroll
makes
family.
Rilakuma.
Okay.
And then also it's also got Ko Rilakuma, which is his little sidekick friend. They're cute as fuck. Anyways, that's the
What about the jewelry?
I took all my rings off because otherwise they smack against the microphone and make bad sounds.
Necklace?
I got some necklaces. I got a little axe that Fiona gave me.
Cool.
I got a Rick Owens employee tag, a charm of Saint Michael because that's my name, a tiny little knife, and this like good art chain.
2 chains, but he got him a few on.
2 chains, but I got me a 3 on. So the Croc cowboy boots I ordered.
You stole them.
I sort of.
I remember this. Yeah.
I ordered them legally, fair and square.
Mhm.
Someone, I don't think me, I think them, put my address in wrong because it went in as 313. But I did like my billing at it. Oh, I just
Don't say
you
it.
gotta.
Yeah, it's fine.
It went in as my address, but like off by a couple numbers.
Nice.
And I did like same billing as shipping, but the billing address is correct and the shipping was not. So I think somewhere
Someone
something weird
goofed.
happened, which is crazy because that's all automated. Or I goofed and I'm just trying to gaslight Croc.
Michael
Anyways,
Smith method. Tap in.
The Michael Smith method. Tap in right here. The Crocs, they tried to deliver them to the place down the street and they knocked on the door and the people are like, that's not us. Like,
But we'll take those.
I can surprisingly no. They're like, that's not us. So they don't live here anymore. So like take it away. And FedEx was like, oh, okay. And it was marked as return to sender. And I called Croc. I like messaged them on their website and I was like, hey, this is being returned to sender, but I know what the problem is. And like, you could just call them and get them to resend it. And they were like, no, we can't do that. the money back is automated as soon as they get to our warehouse. The
Mm.
money goes back into your bank account. And I called FedEx and I was like, hey, they say that they can't do this. And they're like, oh, that's not even being returned to sender. We just need more info from you. Like they were planning to call me and ask for more info anyways. I don't know why it said return to sender. That was an accident.
Nice.
But it delivered to me. And then as soon as it delivered to me, Crocs refunded me because they're like, it's returned to sender and it's
right
delivered.
there, officer. Right there. That's the guy committing mail fraud.
That's
Michael,
the guy.
This is retribution for when my all-white Ultra Boosts got stolen by FedEx when I was a sophomore in college.
Bro, you dodged a bullet.
In 2016.
That's
I bought
what
all-white Ultra Boosts.
was running in fucking Ultra Boosts.
They disappeared.
Why were you running an Ultra Boost?
Because I was 17 in college and wanted to look cool.
Granted, I think I ran in like Roche runs once.
Yeah.
I was just got run in the name. It's a running shoe.
Yep. The over cushioning where your foot just like moves too much and then
like those things you step and your foot like slides a full like 2 inches forwards backwards. I'm like, no, they're comfy.
Yeah,
I was doing 12 miles a day in Ultra Boosts, and I was like, I wonder why I can't walk. Huh. My feet really hurt. Like plantar fasciitis is acting up. That's weird.
That's horrendous.
Yeah.
12 miles a day in good shoes will fuck you up.
Yeah. I was
you gotta work into that
my freshman year.
But congratulations on the finesse, Michael, and on the boots. Those are very cool.
Yeah, I feel good about it. Feel booted up. They're funny. I haven't worn them out yet. They've just been like house shoes. I did the day I got home and they were like misdelivered. I walked past someone wearing them on his way to the subway, and one, it felt rude, but two, they looked so bad, and I was like,
"Wait, you tucked your Croc boots into some jeans, buddy?"
Yeah, that's tight.
Or you tucked your jeans into some Croc boots. Absolutely, that is not tight. You are a city slicker, my friend.
The guy I walked past was wearing like skin tight black jeans, and he had he had the accessories on, like he had the spurs on, and I was like, oh. But I think I could pull these off.
You have the truck nuts instead.
Yeah.
I love how Michael's passing judgment as he kicks his feet up with truck nuts on the back and Shrek ears.
Let it be known.
Yeah, I saw this guy wearing these whack pair of boots the other day. Wearing black skinny jeans. Michael, what were you wearing like earlier today?
Today?
Yeah. Do I recall some black skinny jeans?
No, you don't recall black skinny jeans. I was wearing Rick Owens crops. Thank you very much. Look, I'm not saying that black skinny jeans are a bad thing. I'm saying that if you're gonna wear Croc cowboy boots, do not wear black skinny jeans and a plain black tank top. Like Jake John Howard it.
I'm just going to start showing up. I'm going to find all of my clothes from like freshman and sophomore year of college, Michael, and just start showing up at your apartment in progressively worse and worse outfits.
And who is that for? Because I don't care.
I just want to annoy you.
Bro, you got to take the subway 1 hour looking horrible to come make a joke to me for 30 seconds.
Michael, I went back from your apartment dressed as Nux from Mad Max.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
I bet no one messed with you.
Oh no, I was sitting there like trying to look pleasant and just like and nobody even looked in my direction. I think I sat down when I shifted over to the C train and people got up and moved to the other
Was
side.
that on actual Halloween or was that like a neighboring day?
That was actual Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Did you go home shirtless?
No, I got cold and so I put my shirt on.
Did you get paint all over it?
Yeah, I still haven't washed
How's the head temperature been? Have you had to wear more?
I got a cold. I got a cold from that night, and I've been having to wear a beanie. I don't know if I told the story on the podcast. So when I shaved my head, when I walk around campus, I'm a fast walker. I have long legs, and I'll usually dress, warm.
Black skinny jeans, black tank top, Croc boots.
And when I walk around, especially campus, like especially in the middle or late in the day, I'll just sort of like put my head down and like stomp from location to location, like quite quickly. I don't,
Like
I
a
don't
Rick
want to.
model.
Yeah, yeah. You put on some music. I was listening to Taylor Swift, but you do your little angry walk. And so I was coming out of the engineering building and I was walking behind this like group of 4 girls. They were probably 30 feet in front of me. And one of them did like, I guess if you're watching the video, you'll demonstrate, but I'll also say it. She like looked over her shoulder and then did like a really quick double take and then went, oh, and like jumped a little bit. And I was like, oh, do I really look that bad? And she was like, yeah, you look scary. And I just started cackling as I was walking away. I felt bad. I didn't want to be like scaring
Oh
people at like
man,
8:45 at night. I had just come from the lab
it's getting
dunking
dark
rocks
out
in
early
water.
now too.
Dude, it's crazy. I might go to the lab later tonight and it is
In the
going to
Cook
be
up
lab.
some
raining.
beats
Cooking up beats
in the lab.
in the lab.
I got yelled at by my PI. It was really funny.
Ti
My PI, yeah, TI. My hat wasn't cocked at a severe enough angle on my head.
legend.
What else is new, John? Any fun pickups? You've been thrifting quite a bit, right? Are there good stores near you? Or
Here and there. Usually when we go into Jay's hometown, we do a lot.
Nice.
Most fun recent pickups. I got this one, which I know you're gonna like. I think I showed you already, but Supreme Tekken
Yeah.
Yoji swag.
Whoa. Wait, from a thrift store?
No, not from a
Oh.
thrift store, from a grailed store.
Mm.
And then these boots from Camper Lab that
You
I
really
got
like
from.
Camper.
I do. They make good stuff. They're just like these big kind of combat boot with a chunk sole.
Nice.
They retailed for like 620 or something insane. And they're a nice boot. They're full calfskin and everything, but a dude had them on grailed for like 320. I had them saved. And then I just searched Camper Lab size 46 on eBay. Definitely get true to size if you ever get anything from them, like true to sneaker size. And he had them available for bidding with the bid start at 120 and no one else was bidding on those. So I just put a bid in with like a minute left and got them for 120.
Nice.
Sniped it. Sniped his ass.
With the Australian shipping, I'm sure he ended up with like $30.
Nice.
I feel kind of bad. And then I have one more I have to go get. I have a different pair of Tabies that I bought.
Oh, tabby guy. Are you gonna get married in them?
Maybe we'll
Great.
renew our vows in them.
Welcome to the pod.
Just a pair of
Swedish
black
chef.
penny loafer style ones.
I
that
do
got.
like those a lot.
And they're gray. They're black with like gray brushed distressing on them.
Mm.
You can kind of
Nice.
see like smudge here, smudge on the whatever. But yeah, I got these. I bought them from dear friend of the Pair of Kings podcast, Zach Young,
Nice.
and he used that to buy a plane ticket to come out for my bachelor party, which was super fun.
Whoa.
So I bought
He
these.
traded tabbies for a bachelor party.
Yeah, essentially.
The tabtular party.
I funded his ticket by buying his tabbies.
I saw the tabby cowboy boots in person.
They're
Finally.
crazy. Very
I don't
polarizing.
like them.
They're too turbo. Like I don't like the toe.
Yeah,
The
they're
pointed
too
toe
flat.
is weird.
It's like
Wait,
not
so
even
it's a box toe? It's not like a pointed toe?
They come out to
No.
I thought they came out to like a point.
They do come to. I'll show you
I don't
them
like it.
tomorrow because they have them at Essex.
Oh, cool.
They're like
I like the collar or the shaft of the boot though, like the rumple of it, like the
Yeah,
Jack Sparrow. That's kind of cool. But the Saul is trying really hard. Rumple, shaft. There's a lot going on.
You're doing okay. You're doing great, sweetie.
Thanks.
The like cowboy boots don't have like the sole, the top of the sole, or the sole, the top of the shoe like just barely lifts above the sole. Like it's really flat.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
they're not like the
Like,
Ted Cruz
they don't have a
special where it's like a
big heel?
3-inch?
So no, the side profile of the front of it,
Yeah.
like the sole is however thick, and then the boot, like the upper of the boot is not even as thick as the sole. So they're really thin from the side profile. It has so much promise, and then it flops.
And they're like $2,000.
Sad. Yeah.
They're like
Also,
extra premium.
Are they patent leather?
No,
one's a
they're
suede.
Like
like a rough out.
And honestly, I don't even know if I like the scrunching that much. I kind of wish they were like just cowboy boots. Like just make a regular cowboy boot and split the toe. Could be perfect.
Yeah, the fake scrungle is a little bit weird. I think that like stolen Southern Valor is really weird, and we saw it with
They're stolen Pirate Valor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think stolen Cowboy Valor is weird, especially with how popular vintage cowboy boots are at the moment.
I love stolen Cowboy Valor, and I also think that in some way I am owed a little bit of Cowboy Valor.
How so?
Because I'm from the
Arizona.
Southwest and I used to hang out on farms all the time.
Okay.
I think not that I'm a cowboy by any measure of the word. I'm not, but like I think I should be granted some lenience. It's also the same reason I'm allowed to say y'all all the time.
There you go.
I feel like y'all has been adopted into the
Oh yeah, no, it's totally fine.
popular lexicon. I use y'all.
That's what we took as our spoils when we won the Civil War. The North took
Was y'all. Does that predate that? I don't think
I don't know. I wasn't around back then.
I was.
I've been really disappointed. I feel like the one type of food that New York City doesn't or hasn't quite figured out how to either do or do well is barbecue.
Pelham is what? Sorry.
Southern barbecue.
There's one barbecue place that I really like.
Okay.
But it's
Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, there's this place called Mighty Quinn's, which is a fucking chain.
Yeah. It's all dry. It's dry.
I've never had I've not had super dry experiences there. I've had that like not the like, you know, the like the Instagram videos of the guys cutting the barbecue and it's like
ooh.
It's very like
a sponge.
Yeah. Not quite like that, but it's a little like that.
It's got the texture of a magic eraser.
It's slopped up for sure.
I don't know. I've been to Mighty Quinn's. I haven't been super
not that
impressed.
Mighty.
It's not bad. It's just like, I don't know. I've had significantly better barbecue elsewhere. And I feel like New York is a city where you can get almost any food very good.
You can get a big apple.
You can get a really big apple. Where have you had good barbecue?
Texas, Georgia,
enough.
South Carolina, Alabama.
When have you been all of these places?
I traveled a lot for golf, and so I would stop in these
Wii
cities.
golf.
Yeah, Wii golf. I was a professional Wii golfer.
Yo, what happens to like esports dudes when their like game goes out of style or whatever? Do they just have to pick up a new one?
Probably computer science at Facebook or a FANG company, if I were to guess.
Oh yeah, it's just
fair enough. I mean, the transition can't be that crazy.
Football's going out. We're not playing football anymore.
Yeah.
Or there a sequel to football comes out, like Overwatch 2. Like, oh, we got football 2 coming. Everyone has to either transfer over or the servers are going to shut down for OG football.
And then a couple years later, they re-release OG football,
and everyone, the player base goes crazy.
Yeah, it's like OG football
record numbers.
They play it just without helmets.
Yeah, you just got like a little scrap of leather on your head.
Yep. Yeah,
that's
no
how it used to be played.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
Oh,
and like offsides
the fullback
doesn't exist
was
or
like
something.
The key of the offense.
It's even more crazy when you hear like way back in the day, right? Like, yeah, this CEO, they played college football in like 1930 with that little scrap of leather, and now they run a Fortune 500 company. It's like, should they really be doing that? This is also like in history. I'm not talking about in the moment.
I feel like half the U.S. presidents played like quarterback at Notre Dame or like Stanford or something. I know a bunch of them.
Donald Trump started for the Patriots.
Lest we forget.
6 rings.
What?
A known supporter of him did.
Yeah.
TB12.
TB12 being a Trump supporter is catastrophic. It's so upsetting.
Oh, is that Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
we hate him, right? Like the internet in general hates him.
Yeah.
He's just like a guy. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just a guy. I don't know if you mean that.
You're like a little guy, Michael. He's a guy.
Oh, he's a guy.
Big guy is like Rob Gronkowski. That's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. We got all three
Baby
types
Gronk?
of guy.
Big
Baby
brain
Gronk?
cell.
I think I'd be guy. Michael is a little guy. John's big guy.
I'm a big
So
guy.
you're just a guy?
I'm just a guy.
Like
Yeah.
TB12.
You're our Tom Brady.
Yeah, no.
We had an unfortunate Tom Brady joke. I do remember that. That's the thing. That's part of the reason
That was
the
a
internet
weird.
hates
That was a
him.
weird thing.
Yeah.
Baby Gronk is named after Gronkowski, right?
Correct. Yes. And he also rizzed up Livy Dunn.
Yeah.
That's what the
I
news
heard-
outlets are saying.
Yeah, I heard she
That's
convinced
what they're
him
telling
to sign
me.
His W Riz.
his W Riz.
So this is my hot take, and I haven't put it out on the podcast before, but I'm willing to stand by it. I think we should give Azalea Banks and Donald Trump a morning show.
You've said this on the podcast before.
have
haven't
I?
you? I don't know.
No, I've been saying it a lot in real life, I think. But no, I think we give Donald Trump and Azalea Banks a morning show. It's moderated. We have like an impartial moderator. It is very clearly put out apolitically.
The moderator
And
is Lil Jon.
The
Yeah, I
second
was gonna
they
say
get
who's the
political,
funniest apolitical moderator?
Lil
And it's
Jon.
Nathan
probably Lil
Fielder.
Jon.
Nathan Fielder has to
Ah.
moderate.
Lil Jon and
He-
Nathan Fielder are
Nathan Fielder's just there,
co-moderators.
like, hey, guys, hey, and
in a
they're
suit
just
that's like way too big.
yeah.
It's
So
just
tight.
current events, but they can't comment on anything political. It just gets bleeped. So it's just the two of them
Okay.
going back and forth. I would watch
Mostly
the
bleep.
fucking shit out of this show.
That would go crazy.
It would, right?
I
Who
cannot
do we
lie.
contact about this?
I
You
think
guys are
Azalea
the New
Banks
York
first
guys.
and
You have the
foremost.
connections.
Yeah, we have pretty distinct connections to Donald Trump and Azalea Banks, I would say. Yeah, easily.
The 7 degrees from Kevin Bacon or whatever it is.
Yeah, I wonder what my I know my degrees from Donald Trump easily.
So we're
Okay. Let's
we're
run
2
it.
degrees from Drake. We know Elon Bia
Oh yeah. Yeah.
knows Drake directly.
Yeah.
Is Elon Bia related to the other
Zach
Bia?
Bia's brother,
Yeah, it's his little brother.
He's a nice
He was
guy.
on the podcast. Super nice guy.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we are 2 degrees from Drake.
Yo, we're almost certified lover boys. Should I get the heart shaved into my head? I feel like I have to do something
Yo.
crazy with this hair.
Saul, I feel like you'd be playing yourself if you
Oh,
didn't.
I think I'm 2 degrees from Drake as well.
How
Okay.
so?
What's your connection?
One of my close friends from college used to date Doja Cat.
Wow.
And Drake was trying to sleep with her for a while. You should probably bleep that.
I don't think anybody cares.
All right.
Yeah, so I found the more idiotic things I do, it tends to endear people even more. And I'm not saying I do it for attention. I just do stupid shit, and then people are
Do it
like,
for the
"Oh, that's
vine."
funny," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, cool." So I don't know if the certified,
But it is
lover
starting a
boy-
feedback loop.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe
Honestly,
this is-
I really want to see you with the certified lover boy like
Live on the pod.
heart.
I'm not gonna do it myself. I'd have to
That's
ask
the
somebody
big-
to do it.
The big thing of this episode. Saul is shaving a heart into his head.
Maybe over
Yeah.
winter break I'll do it. I'm gonna go
I'll fly
skiing with
out.
some
I'll be your
friends.
barber.
Please fly out.
I'll give you a full lineup. Straight across.
How do you do? I guess you need one of those really tiny, like, you need one of those
Like
really,
like a little razor blade. I'll figure it
not
out.
even
man.
razor blade, like the electric ones. That they
I
do
cut my hair
lineups with.
twice during COVID,
Wow.
and they were both okay. I got you.
I'm
I
sorry,
didn't
I'm
do
doing
anything on the top.
my
I just
friend
did the
over there- My
sides.
friend over there likes you. You should go over there and talk to him face.
All 3 of us could get the heart
Yeah, it would.
on
You know,
current hair lengths.
yeah. Well, that wouldn't be detrimental to my hair
Michael,
for
you
the
should
next 3
you
years.
could do it. You could do it. You just have to get the vampire flow hairline, like the Carlos Boozer, put super low.
Like get it drawn in here along my
Yeah.
forehead. Yeah, I've been
Oh, that's
thinking of
such a legendary NBA moment.
John, have you seen or Dracula Flow? Excuse me, I said Vampire Flow.
The Carlos Boozer when he
No,
had
have you
Sharpie
seen
on his head?
Dracula
Oh,
Flow?
we got to put you on.
Oh no, I'm familiar. I haven't seen the
Okay.
video, but I've seen memes about it.
Okay.
It has permanently altered my brain chemistry.
I think I saw like half of it in an Instagram video, and the bars were just on like not of this planet.
Yo, so the guy, I heard, I don't even remember. I feel like
How
I
many
just
degrees are
overheard
you
it.
from him?
The guy, well, so the guy uh who owns that record label or who like did that is Joji,
Yeah, Filthy Frank.
is
Yeah.
Filthy Frank, which makes a lot of sense all of a sudden. Which also means that I think I'm 2 or 3 degrees from Dracula Flow guy.
You have a Joji connection?
Yeah, how do you have a Joji
Same guy.
connection?
Ah, word.
Interesting.
Very interesting. I
I don't
was
know.
thinking about that, like the connection thing through. I think Elon is like connected to the most famous people who I know
Hmm.
because his brother knows everyone. Like
Yeah.
Yeet was just posted an Instagram story of him. Like the dude is connected, knows like a bunch of NBA players. Saul, you're 2 degrees from Kevin Durant through your friend who trolls him all the
I
time.
am. I am.
What does he do?
He just
Just DMs
messages
him.
him like, "Hey,
Kevin
Kevin
Durant's
Durant."
so susceptible to haters.
Yeah,
He
like
will respond if you are
yeah.
a big enough
Really?
hater. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he did it for a while. He was just like pretty bad game, Kevin Durant, like, 5 for 17. You missed those clutch free throws and you got boxed out on multiple occasions. I watched, didn't look like you gave it your all tonight. And Kevin Durant will message him back, like, shut the fuck up, kid. Basically without fail, like every 3 or
They're
4 messages
friends.
he sends.
Are they
Yeah.
friends now?
I don't know. I mean, I think he messaged him happy birthday and Kevin Durant was like, thanks, bro. So
So he has him in the
Oh.
primary inboxes.
probably.
I feel like Kevin Durant must get so many like messages
Oh,
from
yeah.
people
And he
telling
sees
me
every one of them. He's
He
on
looks
his
at all of
phone.
them.
This was
and
also
he's like,
back. This was back in like 2015 to 2018.
Okay.
So
So there
it's
was-
probably only increased as of late.
He's the opposite of James Harden. He is on the internet like that.
yeah, he don't got the internet like that.
That was crazy.
Uh,
That was the
yo.
thin blue line mask.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah, it
thin
was
blue
like a
line face
Punisher.
mask. And yeah. Yo, I spent the entire day today just sort of like muttering to myself. I stopped playing video games when I realized Pat-Man couldn't wear jeans. Have you seen this?
No.
It's a Young Thug tweet where he says that.
That goes
Uh,
crazy.
John,
Yeah.
you
Saul.
would know this, and I don't know why I can't remember it. All right. Do you remember? I think it was Cardale Jones. We talked about it on a podcast, but he
Mhm.
tweeted,
I didn't
"Walk out
come here
that
to play
bitch-"
school. I came here to play football.
That, but he said, walk out that test like boom, no pencil. Was that him?
What does that mean?
It might have been because he tweeted, didn't come here to play school, and he corrected the score about beating the sick kid in Madden.
Yeah.
What?
That is so fucked.
He went to a hospital. He was an Ohio State quarterback. He won the national championship, but he was the third string. The first two strings got hurt. Cardale
Yeah.
Jones was the third string and was like a god tier quarterback. He could throw the ball like from a knee 75 yards. It was insane. And
Why was he third string?
because they just had crazy depth because they're a huge football school. Like
Yeah.
all three of the quarterbacks in their quarterback room could have started anywhere in the country. But anyways, Cardale went to some charity event where he went to a hospital and played Madden with one of the sick kids and just blew him out of the water. And someone tweeted about it, like a news outlet tweeted like
Mom.
Cardale Jones beat a kid like 105 to 30. And he corrected the score. He was like, actually, it was 100.
I have the
18.
exact tweet. Man, I wish everyone stopped saying I beat a kid in the hospital 91-35. ... It was 98-35. Had
There you
91
go.
with 126 left in the fourth.
Legend.
That's so sick.
National championship winning quarterback, first ever college football playoff. Cardale Jones led the Buckeyes.
The Young Thug tweet is better than I remember. It says, I stopped playing video games in the 90s once I realized that Pac-Man couldn't wear jeans. It just made me profoundly sad.
Nice.
And it's
He's a poet.
Pac-Man and not Pac-Man.
That's a beautiful string of words.
It just made me profoundly sad.
I want to get that tattooed.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that goes insane. I've been wearing jeans.
Yeah. Unlike Pac-Man.
I've been working on a pair of Raws for the last year. Minimal
Ooh.
fades because I work from home and don't go anywhere. But
Nice.
there are, we're seeing some color change. We like to see it. Stress points.
Just kind of shuffle around, like sort of like
Wiggle,
shimmy, shimmy in your desk.
That's the best fades are like the corners of the pockets.
Yeah.
On the back.
I started biking again recently.
Congrats,
like
man.
I remembered I have a bike and I was like, oh, I should go on a bike ride.
Legs.
I got legs and stuff. I did it in raw denim the other day just to feel
That's your classic, right?
Yeah, just to remember what it was like.
What ounce were the jeans that you wore that summer in Arizona?
24?
Oh.
Maybe 25.
Oh my golly.
Yeah, just something light.
A casual winter coat on your legs in an Arizona summer.
And then biking like 2 miles to and 2 miles to and 2 miles from school every day.
That's like the most r/raw denim thing though. That's commitment to the fades.
Yeah. That won me some money. And I didn't even think about like now if I thought about that, like if I went to Arizona, I would immediately put on a pair of like tiny shorts. But back then I was like, no, it's not even that bad. It's
if you're
not
used to
like,
it, 100%. Hey, it's not the heat, it's the humidity.
It's a dry heat.
It is a dry heat.
Are we really back to it's a dry heat?
I would rather wear
Yo, I love that shit. I love it's a dry heat.
in 100-degree Arizona weather than 80-degree Michigan weather. 100%.
I see it.
Because it's a dry heat.
It's so humid.
No one's talking about this. Why is no one?
No one's ever spoken about this before.
It's
especially not
crazy.
3 white men.
Yeah. Just 3 white dudes talking about the weather.
Talking about the weather. Welcome to the Pair of Kings podcast, folks.
John, what is in the daily rotation as a married man, as the only married man on the podcast as of right now?
Daily rotation as far as clothing?
Yeah.
I've been wearing my jeans a lot. I have a pair of old beater 501s and a pair of Raws from Standard Issue, which typically makes t-shirts, but they had a really snazzy pair of like pretty light. I think they were like 14 ounce, maybe 13 ounce. And they retailed for like 180, 200, but someone had them on Poshmark brand new for 60. So I got them and I really like them. And I've been wearing them for like the last year. I just gave them their first soak like 2 weeks ago. Turned the tub all nice and blue. And then a lot of sweaters.
In there.
What was that?
Nothing.
It's usually like a Mormon college in there.
Maybe.
Wait.
You're married. You don't have to soak anymore.
I'm also not Mormon. But a lot of it's a big chunky sweater fall for me. Like
hell yeah.
Fisherman sweater, a lot of cable knit action. I have one in the mail right now. Full wool, like nice brown green mixture.
Nice.
I feel like I don't.
It's hard to find good cable knit sweaters nowadays. They don't make them like they used to.
eBay's the spot. Like I like getting cotton ones too because they aren't going to make you itchy. They're a little less warm, but they're nice and breathable. I have one from Eddie Bauer that's like a XL tall, which is perfect because I have a super long torso and it fits like a dream. And I've like spilled stuff on it and I've gotten indigo on it because it's white. And you just throw it in the wash and you can dry it and it doesn't shrink like crazy, like a wool one would. So, and it was like $20, something like that. Used.
I have 2 cable knit sweaters. One of them is a Telfar one that's really cropped but has little like armholes.
That's a cool one.
Shit. The other one is a Balenciaga one that I washed and dried the other day and it exploded.
Oh no.
Wait, what happened?
Did it unravel?
Oh,
It's
I do. Yeah, I remember you telling me
it's
about this.
it's one of the
Oh
bleached
no.
ones. It's cotton. It's 100% cotton. And I was like, maybe I could shrink it a little bit because it's like a large and I need a small probably. But also like it was dirty, and so I like machine washed it and machine dried it, and
You machine dried a sweater?
I machine
a
dried
cotton one.
my
Cotton is
Eddie
fine.
Bauer one and it didn't explode.
I've machine dried wool sweaters. I don't give a fuck.
Commitment. I think a lot of the time we dance around it a little bit more than we need to. Like clothes are
Yeah.
made pretty robust. If you're buying like decent quality stuff, you can kind
But
of
not sweaters.
Yeah,
Sweaters.
fuck it. Call the cops. Um
tell him he
the
stole some
so
Crocs and washed his sweater.
this turtleneck is like it's like a blue one that's been bleached, so most of it is white.
Mm.
And some parts of it just clearly got overexposed to bleach. And there was like one square on the shoulder that was like weirdly like brittle, and it just
Mm.
melted in the dryer.
Whoa.
Anyways, my mother fixed it nearly perfectly.
Aw.
Shout
That's
out
so
Nancy.
nice. Big shouts.
Big shouts. That's my story. That's my
It's a good
sweater story.
story.
Thanks. I
Saul
feel like I don't.
sandblasts all of his sweaters to clean them.
Yeah.
He
I
rolls
don't.
around
pressure
I
like a
don't.
wash.
chinchilla.
Pressure wash everything.
Nice. It's a lucrative business opportunity according to every Instagram reel. Start a pressure washing business.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah, I get those all the time. It's like
Why?
work for yourself, clean people's driveways,
$100 an
charge
hour.
$1 million for every job.
How
They'll
many
pay it.
people are like, "Oh, my driveway's dirty. Better call one of those pressure washing companies."
That's a very Midwestern thing.
Very suburban thing. I've
Yeah, 100%.
It's kind of shocking the number of people that I've spoken to who either have little brothers or know somebody who's younger than them, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna save up money and get into vending machines, owning property, pressure washing,
Drop
and
shipping.
Yep.
yeah,
Commerce.
Amazon affiliate links,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
Importer, exporter.
It's the new like Ponzi scheme. It's the new like easy money.
Yeah.
Sounds
Crazy.
super easy. Like, turnkey operation. Just set it and forget it. Like soaking.
Like soaking, which you don't have to do anymore because you're
There you
married.
go. Because I'm married.
Uh, we just like when I was growing up, we just had a pressure washer, and my dad just made me do it.
It's fun. I like pressure
Is that
washing.
not like the norm anymore? I feel like that's
My,
cheaper than hiring
Michael,
someone
your
every time you
privilege
need
is
a-
showing.
my
Grew up
life
with a pressure
changed
washer.
when my neighbors got that little snowblower and I could borrow it to do our driveway. They were like, you can borrow the snowblower to do your driveway
That's
if you do our driveway. I was like,
Yeah.
absolutely. It takes like an
Is
hour.
Is there a difference between a snowblower and a leaf blower?
Oh,
Yes.
a snowblower is like a push lawnmower with a huge blade on the front that goes like that and shoots snow.
A blade? What's the blade doing? You're just cutting the snow?
Yeah, like
But
breaks it down.
he's in Drain Gang.
True.
Oh.
What happened to them, John? Where
They're
is
still
Drain
doing
Gang?
stuff.
Are they?
Yeah. Blade had an
Name-
album last year. Tabi'd had an album either last year or this year. They've been releasing singles and stuff like that. Like, they're still doing stuff. I think Echo 2K is kind of fallen away, I think, but
Intentionally
like-
or
I don't know. I feel like he's just gone and worked on different creative ventures.
like what?
Oh yeah, there's a 2020. There's two 2022 Blade albums.
Yeah, he made a few last year, and then Tyboy did one either last year or early this year. I can't remember.
Well, one of them is Blade and Echo 2K.
Which one.
Crest.
Oh yeah, Crest was both of them. So yeah, they're all still doing stuff. Same with
They've
Young Lean.
sort of fallen out of the meme reference. I feel like
and
they're
the,
not
the true drainers, those who liked them before they were a meme, are the people who still listen to them. I've been listening to Blade somewhat consistently since like 2016, like early 2016.
Wow.
So, we're not too far away from the decade point for John listening to Blade.
Wow. What's the new like meme band to be listening to?
Playboi Carti.
That's an old meme, I feel like.
Yeah.
We've already moved past that to like Destroy Lonely Ken Carson for the
Oh,
OPM stuff.
God.
Oh yeah.
Are we
I
getting
don't
old?
think I know a
Is this the sign that
single
we're old?
We are
Destroy
old.
Lonely song.
We are 100% old. I am older than LeBron was when he took his talents to South Beach. He was 25.
Oh, God damn it.
When he went to Miami, he was 25. I am 26.
You know what fucked me up the other night? I was watching Scott Pilgrim versus the World. He's 22 in that movie.
Yeah, but he's a sad sack of shit in that movie.
He is.
You are
Yeah.
totally fine to be like,
You're taking dubs. You're
I'm
gonna catch a Fortnite dub later today, probably.
Yeah, I gotta get back on Microsoft Live or whatever.
Why do you're like watching Scott Pilgrim and you're like, damn, I should have been that far at 22, and he's
no,
like,
not that far. Just like the last time
It's like the worst guy.
I love Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I read all the comics, and then the movie came out. And I was like, oh my god, amazing! Brian Lee O'Malley, and Edgar Wright also directed the movie. Great movie. But I just have these like vivid memories of being like 15, 16, 17 and reading the comics and watching the movie and be like, yo, he's, he plays the bass, he's in a band, like he's 22, like that's sick.
You were idolizing him?
No, I was just like, oh, like, well, okay.
Like, damn, I can't wait to be like that.
In the comics, he's sick. He like fights robots.
I've read the comics. He's not sick in the comics either.
Dude, he's sick. He's sick. Anyway, like I was just like, yo, he's so cool. Like beats the shit out of people, beat up a guy who punched a hole in the moon. And now I'm 24 and I'm not Scott Pilgrim. And I'm like,
you're 1 year away from
you are so much better than Scott Pilgrim.
But am I cooler than Scott Pilgrim?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Literally, yes.
The whole you fucked up reading that at 15 because you have like a warped view of it. He sucks. He is not.
He does suck, but he's cool. You can suck.
No. He's the least cool person in that entire thing.
But that's what gives him swag.
That's no.
Yes.
He's got no swag. Scott Pilgrim's got no swag. He's got no drip. He's got no designer belts.
Hold on. He does have drip.
He
does have drip.
He's got no drip.
He does have drip.
Welcome to the Pair of Kings
everything
podcast.
Fits him in that movie. You see, he pulls off like a hunter cap. You know how hard that is?
That's Michael Cera.
Yeah,
he couldn't
help. In the comics too.
Michael Cera's a fashion icon.
In the comics.
Michael Cera
Canada Goose moment.
They tried so hard to make Michael Cera not have drip in that movie, and he broke through. But Scott Pilgrim,
it's in his nature.
He breaks through in the comics as well. He looks cool as shit.
Nah, you're wrong.
I had such a crush on Envy Adams. Oh my god, when that movie came out.
Which one's that? Is that the one played
Brie
by
Larson? She sings the Clash of Demon Head lead singer.
They're remaking that thing, right?
Yeah, they're doing it as a show.
Scott Pilgrim?
So I'm excited. So in the movie, they cut out a lot of the like second and third acts of the comics. Yeah. They get it, Matthew Patel up
they
until
left
that.
The Scott,
pretty,
they
like,
cut the Pilgrim.
1-to-1.
Yeah. All Scott, no Pilgrim.
Good episode title.
Yeah. Me and 8 guys need to be the 7 evil X's and negative Scott, and I'll be Scott, and I'll just get drunk and fight him.
Okay, tight. Yeah, that sounds great. See you next Halloween.
I was gonna have 4 costumes. Or 5. You gotta one up yourself every year. So it becomes
The other thing I want to do is I want to get a group together and go as a bunch of Lady Gagas. So just a different Lady Gaga.
It'd be cool.
I want to be meat dress. I call meat dress.
Sure. You'll have to deal with Leo like assaulting you.
I'm gonna get beefed up.
Does Leo still get to eat hot dogs from time to time?
He does. I have a fresh.
Is that not cannibalism?
No, he's up with my grandparents this weekend, but
nice.
He gets hot dogs. He really likes the like yellow rice, the yellow and black rice from the local Dominican places. So he goes crazy on that. Yeah.
Sam's favorite food is butter. He will do anything to get butter.
That's a dog from the Midwest.
He'll eat butter. He'll like jump up on, because he's super athletic. He will like jump up on the table, steal a stick of butter, and go to town. He hasn't done this in a long time.
A stick of butter.
Why are you leaving sticks of butter on your counter?
It's the Midwest.
Fair enough.
But
John doesn't leave them out.
This
They
has
just appear
happened in the
there.
past. We aren't typically leaving sticks of butter out, but he has jumped up on the counter to snag a stick of butter, and you like wrestle it away from him, but he still gets some. And then he does what we call the dairy dance. He'll like somersault onto the carpet and wiggle around on his back. He's like high off the butter. It's his catnip.
Is he incredibly chunky?
No, he's
like a
lean
skinny dog.
and muscular. He's like super athletic dog.
He's just off that butter.
Yeah, he's off the butter
whatever that
diet.
bulletproof coffee shit is, where you drink butter and it's supposed to make you skinny. Oscar really likes rice, both cooked and uncooked, but especially uncooked.
Ooh,
so
crunchy.
if we're draining rice in
You're
the sink,
draining?
we have to cover it up. Yo, if we're
You're
Cowboy
soaking?
Digital Blade and Echo
Cowboy
2K some
Digital.
rice in the
He's the best member. He's the legendary member.
if we're doing that thing in the sink with rice, we have to cover it. Otherwise, you like walk away and he's in.
What
the
are you
sink,
supposed to do with the
crunching on it.
rice before
You
drain
wash it and you drain it.
Do you soak it?
No, you soak it before you cook it.
Before marriage.
After you clean it, yes.
Okay.
Which is sort of controversial. Toast really likes eggs, and one time Fiona like we didn't finish a breakfast burrito and we put it in a bag and just it was supposed to be thrown away and it didn't get thrown away, and Toast ripped the bag open, ripped the wrapping open, ripped the burrito open, and ate the eggs out of it.
See, that's the length Sam will go to get butter.
That's fucked up.
Leo won't do anything like that. He's pretty good. Like
Leo's
I could
better
leave,
than
That
all
dude
of you
cannot get
pets.
on a counter though.
no, but I could leave food on the floor and he wouldn't touch it if I told him not to.
Yeah,
Really?
Sam can. I mean,
Yeah.
Sam will do that if we tell him not to, but it's like we're on the couch and all of a sudden we hear a crash from the kitchen. Sam's wilding out in there.
You should leave something Leo really likes and not talk to him about it. Just kind of like,
See what
Oh,
happens.
he'd take it then. Yeah, it'd take him
Yeah.
a minute, but he'd eat it. Yeah,
He's so shiny. Every picture
He's
I
shiny.
see, he is very
absolutely
and chrome.
sleek. Shiny.
shiny and
He's
chrome.
so sleek.
Why is everything chrome?
Did you do a Halloween costume, John?
I did. Jalen and my mom made paper mache mushroom costumes, and I was a gnome.
Aw.
And
What'd you do for Halloween?
we went over to my folks' house and we helped hand out candy.
Oh,
Very
hell
Midwestern.
yeah! I was hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We carved pumpkins, and it was very, very wholesome, classic Michigan Halloween. It was lovely.
Hell yeah.
We ate some chili, had a beer. It's a good old time.
Are you still an
ahead.
IPA guy, or have you finally realized that it's disgusting?
So I think you know the answer to that question.
He's
I'm not getting any
married
lighter.
now. That's
Hater.
he's in IPA territory, man.
Yeah, I live within like practically walking distance of like 5 IPA centric breweries.
Every brewery is an IPA centric brewery. They don't make anything else anymore. There
Yeah.
used to be
It's great.
like you used to go to a beer shop and you'd look at the rows of stuff and there'd be all these things, and
It's
now
like-
there's just every single thing is like cosmic fuck blast hops.
12%. You drink one of
IPA.
it's like your dinner and you're drunk.
Yeah, they're like, and they've all got those fucking can designs, and that's all there is. And you try 10 of them, and it's like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to chew my beer. I won't. I legitimately.
It's good
want to be
action.
able to eat my beer.
See, I'm too far gone though, because like I do
great
like a
Drake album.
non-IPA here and there, but they don't taste like anything.
What about a Miller High Life, bro? Champagne
Because
and
you've
beers.
burned
I like
your
a Miller
taste
High
buds,
Life.
dog.
I like a Bud Heavy. I like a Coors Banquet. I love Mexican beer. I love Coronas and like Pacifico and stuff like that.
I got fucked off the Corona. So Michael, I left. We played Burial Kart, and I slammed like 6 Coronas in about 40 minutes, which is great.
Oh
That
boy,
was-
that's a
that was-
lot.
I had a like
I don't
drink that much anymore. Burial Cart was insane.
I don't drink that much
for
any
both of
less.
us.
Technically, I had 7, but I was on the floor like drunk, and then I left Angel's apartment, which is where we played it, and I was walking home, and I was like, "Oh, I'm fine now." It hit me like
Yeah.
a sledgehammer.
How was your
and then I
bladder
was
though?
fine.
6
Huh?
Coronas in 40
Oh,
minutes.
dude, I was like
I
a
was big
racehorse.
pissing.
Like
I
a
was gonna
stallion.
say it's got to be over at that point.
I was
Like
I was boring a hole into the side of
the
somebody's foot.
bladder
It was ridiculous.
filledness would outweigh the drunkenness if they had like even scales.
For the record, Saul, we were playing Mario Kart. It was 3 rounds. Saul threw the game.
4. No.
4
Whoa,
rounds?
whoa. I didn't throw shit. Here's what happened. I did so well in the first 3, and I had like half of a beer left, and I'd gotten so far ahead that regardless of what I had done, I would have beaten the person I was playing. And so I was in 12th, slowly working my way through the beer, and I was struggling, let me tell you that. However, I was just waiting, and then the game auto finished because I had taken too long.
You took
Which-
like 10 minutes.
It wasn't 10 minutes. It might have been 4 or 5. I was also playing as
That's
Roy,
10 minutes of Mario
and I
Kart
was-
time though.
I was really enjoying him like pumping his fist and
Who were you
shit.
playing?
Roy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
He's
So
one of my Smash mains.
I was really struggling. It was like Sisyphus and his boulder. Every time I looked down at my cup, there was somehow more beer remaining.
10 minutes is the race limit time.
Wow.
No,
That's
but I
wild.
had raced 2 laps. I had raced 2 laps.
Okay.
2.5.
Yeah, but that's 1 lap is like a minute and a half, maybe.
Okay, so that's 4.5 minutes for 3 laps.
No, 7. You burned
Big
7.
math guy.
No, because I was almost done with the 3rd lap. That was the thing. I got very close to the end and then was sitting there drinking my beer.
There's only
Anyway,
one beer
Saul
left.
lost.
I did.
But you had fun.
Yeah, we succeeded. We did great.
I want to play there's 2 drinking games that I want to play I want to have everybody over.
The Pair
and
of
play,
Kings official drinking game.
There's that. No, so one is just I played it in college twice. It's hard to get everybody coordinated to do it, but there's a playlist called songs where the guy says skirt, and you just drink every time you hear somebody say skirt. Great game. Then there's also Password, where you go and you print out sheets of paper with auto-generated passwords, like the ones that Google Chrome will give you. And everybody who walks into the party gets a password taped to their back. And to ask somebody a question about your password, you have to take a drink. And you can't ask them for specifics. You can't say, what is the next letter? You have to, you can say, is my next letter a blank? And they can either say yes or no. And so usually it's like a 25, 30 symbol
That seems
password.
impossible.
Huh?
That seems impossible.
I would give up so fast.
You can write it down. The only thing is you're just drinking the entire time.
Yeah, but you're like, is my first character?
I guess you could say,
a
like, is it
word?
in the front half of the alphabet? Is it a letter? Is
See?
it a number? Is it a vowel? Is it a consonant?
Correct?
Does it rhyme with E, like B, C, D, G?
Yeah. See, John's figured out the game. Then it becomes increasingly harder when you're staring down at your paper and your password's like lowercase a 3 exclamation point at
Oh, you gotta
sign.
get case?
Special characters?
Special
What if it's a
characters.
CAPTCHA?
No,
circle all the buses.
Anyway,
Find all the
game.
motorcycles in this image.
It's a fun game. It's also the drunkest I've ever seen my best friend. He was not okay last time he played.
Did he win?
Oof.
Yeah, he got his.
There you go.
You can
Has
also
anyone-
Dedication.
Like,
You can
how
also
often?
You can also do it with code words, so it doesn't have to be an auto-generated password. So everybody else in the party makes your phrase, and then you have to guess it. But they can do
That's
like,
better.
yeah. So some people you just get like an 8-digit random password. Other people you get like the Gettysburg Address, and you have to memorize that. The only thing is, if it's the other people in the party, you're not allowed to write it down. You have to memorize it.
Sounds good. We'll do that at the pancake breakfast.
You still owe me a pancake breakfast.
I sure do. It's your birthday present. It's gonna compound. What is it? If I don't make it before next August, we're gonna do a breakfast and a lunch, and if it's 3 years, it'll be a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner. It's like the
in New
league
York,
thing.
in New York, that's probably $600 or $700. So you're really
Yeah.
racking up a tab.
We're going to Carbone. We're getting spicy rigatoni.
There's a restaurant in New York City that's supposed to have very good gluten-free things. It's called Jack's Wife Frida.
It's
And
called
Okay,
Cringe Restaurant.
I would have never gone if not for a hankering for gluten-free pancakes, and I didn't want to make them myself. So I went, and they serve everything in these like wooden bowls with wooden spoons. And I sat down and I was like, this is gonna suck immediately.
Rustic AF.
It reads as like you went to an evil witch's house and she's trying to
Whoa.
kill you.
Okay. I can
And
get down
so-
with that.
Huh?
I can get
Jack's
down
wife
with
Frida
that.
was kind of sceney for a while.
Yeah, it sucks. It's disgusting food. But
Yeah, it's
You're really
one of those
talking this
places
place
that's
up.
yeah.
Cool atmosphere though.
yeah, if you want to feel like
The
you're
witch is
trying to
going to
get
eat you.
killed by an evil witch, go to Jack's wife Frida.
Speaking of
I've
getting,
had matchbooks from Jack's wife Frida for years because I was at a party of someone I didn't like, and I think I took a bunch of their matchbooks
hell
from
yeah.
the
just put a
jar
bunch
in
of
their bathroom.
silverware. I just put a bunch of silverware in the microwave.
Easy- yeah,
I'll also jam all their knives in the heating element of their oven, across the top.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
great one.
absolutely.
It's a good move. Classy move.
I usually just leave the gas on and put some metal in the microwave and
I'll go into the bathroom and take all prescription medication and rearrange them. So I'll dump them out into
yeah,
different bottles. That's another good one.
yeah. Doing good stuff. Doing regular things at regular parties.
I'm a wonderful house guest.
People invite me places. They love me.
I am very normal. I
I've
can be
been to
trusted at house
events.
parties.
Yeah. Please invite me to your house party. I am very normal and can be trusted with your belongings.
And I'm 2 degrees away from Drake.
And I'm 2 degrees away from Drake.
Oh my God.
And KD.
Do you see that guy with the certified lover boy haircut putting my silverware in my microwave? He was trying to be really chill about it, but he kept doing it piece by piece and
He
looking
was
over his
just
shoulder.
whistling?
Oh my God. All right, as we wind down, let's do song of the week. Who wants to lead us off?
I'm on the spot here.
I got you. I want Tayara Warak by Sharif Magarbine.
How the fuck do I spell that, Michael?
Tayara, Tayyara.
T-Y
T-A T-A
T-A-T-A.
Y-Y. No, stop. Start over.
Okay.
T-A
T-A
Y-Y
Y-Y.
A-R-A
Yep.
space Warak
What kind of
by
music is this?
Sharif Megarbane. It's like kind of like funky, like lo-fi.
Okay.
It's really, so if you're going to listen to it with headphones and like in a quiet place. It's good without it, but it's a very like that shit's fucking binaural. There's like like weird sounds.
Yeah, that's a
happening
real
on-
word.
It is.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, kidding.
Yeah, I use that every day in my vernacular.
Kids
I
these
bet-
days,
oh,
even the audio
vernacular.
is binaural.
John, what's a song?
I'm gonna go with a classic. Be Nice to Me by Blade.
Nice.
Leave a lasting impact on this episode,
See,
amongst other things.
You've been recommending those for so long that I know it's the number 2 and not T-O.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
The same song?
Yeah.
I'm sure I've
Loves that
probably
song.
recommended that song close to 10
Nice.
times during my
Cool.
career as a podcaster. Saul, what's your song of the week?
I'm gonna go with One of Those Nights by the Eagles. I think I might have already put it on the playlist. Oh no, I didn't. It's really good. I've been listening to that a lot. That and Lady Gaga and Cassiope actually.
What's your favorite Lady Gaga song?
Ooh, right now or all time?
Both.
Right now. Ooh. Right now it's probably a Paparazzi.
Classic.
All time. Ooh. Maybe Judas.
You know, one gets me hype every Applause is like
Applause is a great song.
it's a banger.
Yeah. I do love Poker Face though, and it's got that lovely connotation of the
Yeah.
Percy Jackson movie. They go to the
That's
Lotus
also kind of
Eater.
the first one I feel like everyone heard.
Was
Was it? Because she had like 5 or 6 right at the beginning there. Like
I thought it was
Yeah.
like the Disco Stick.
Love Game.
Love Game. My
Yeah.
bad.
It was like that one, Poker Face, and Paparazzi. I feel like were like the first big 3. And then like Bad Romance.
Was Bad Romance not the first one?
Was that maybe that was the first one? I don't know. My Lady Gaga timeline is clearly leaving some to be desired.
I'm a new little monster. I'm trying.
With that being said, folks, I have a special announcement to make. After 3 years, 10 months, probably a little less than 10 months, I'm officially announcing my retirement from the Pair of Kings podcast. I wanted to save this announcement for the very end for the true fans and the true listeners. The reasoning being, I'm so proud and happy of where Saul and Michael are taking it. Location, obviously, Michigan. Can't really hop in there in the studio on a weekly basis. As well as just as I become a married man, the focuses are shifting. What I'm putting my money towards, things like that. Obviously still a huge fashion head, but I can't live underneath my clothes, but I can live underneath a house. But I will be around. I'm easy to find. I'll be in the Discord. Definitely not gone out of the community. I'll be back from time to time on an episode here and there, which I guess is what I have been doing for like the last year. But I am officially retiring as a king and passing the crown, if you will, to my lovely co-hosts.
That was so sweet, but as you were saying that, I watched Oscar put his bare butthole on my mouse and then look at me like he put his butthole and then he went like a challenge. And I'm sorry. I just like he looks so fucking evil. He knew what he was doing.
This made me
Anyways,
sad.
it does
Oh.
make me sad.
You're not retiring
John's-
as a king. I think once a king, always a king.
You're always a king, but
Much
Yeah.
appreciated.
hanging
But
the
yeah,
mic up, moving on to golf.
yeah, I'll be around.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
You
available.
don't have to say you're a fashion podcaster anymore. It's kind of a
Exactly.
huge dub.
Yeah, take that one
Bro,
off the
yeah.
resume. Former fashion podcaster sounds even worse though, I feel like.
Reformed.
But, I definitely have some thanks to give out. Thank you, of course, to Saul and Michael. Saul, I cannot believe what we started back in like January of 2020 has become what it is. Michael, you have come in and been an amazing co-host, and I could not be happier with the hands that I am officially leaving the podcast in at this point. Thank you to all of our wonderful guests. I've gotten to meet so many cool people throughout this podcast. I think I met my wife because of the pod, because
Whoa.
I was wearing a coat in my Bumble profile that Saul sent me the link to. So yeah, thank you to this podcast for getting me married, for
In
bringing
Tabies?
me, and for a couple pairs of
I didn't
Tabies.
get invited
Definitely.
to the wedding. That's rough.
Well, my grandma didn't get invited to the wedding.
But who got you married? Who got you the capital codes?
That's true. Yeah, small wedding, but everyone was there in spirit, and we're doing a reception tour, so we'll be sure to do a New York stop. And a huge thank you to all the listeners. I've met some of my best friends through the Discord, met some wonderful people, some really interesting folks, some hilarious people, and truly the best community I've ever been a part of. Like, amazing folks. Could not have been happier. My 3.5+ years as an official co-host of the Pair of Kings podcast, and like I said, like 3 other times, I'll be around.
This
Definitely
is
not
reading
leaving.
a little bit like John is dying. He's not dying.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
still
not
gonna be
dying.
around.
I will be in the Discord. I'll be, on the Instagram. Well, not on the account, but I'll be peeping the posts and all that stuff. So, I'm here, but I'm gone. Remember me fondly.
Here, gone, and always John. Or something.
Play Candle in the Wind to end this episode.
I don't want to get the episode taken
The copyright strike. Yeah, true. Play 0 copyrighted music. It's my final wish. But yeah, thank you everybody for truly like the most interesting and fun creative experience of my life.
I'm gonna cry.
You're still around. I don't like.
Yeah, but Anyways,
Oh, it's made me sad. I don't want to end the episode. This is
we
how
could
we
just
don't
keep
let John leave.
Yeah, we just stay
We
on
could
the
just-
episode for like the next year.
keep podcasting forever.
I mean, literally anytime you guys want to, just let me know. I'll hop on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have
When
my
are you
mic.
coming to New York? It's been like an ongoing joke that we've never met.
I know.
And
I keep getting told by companies that hire me that I get to fly out to New York like once a month, and it is yet to happen. I'm getting scammed.
You gotta come. You gotta come do the in person.
Yeah. I have to prove to you guys that I'm actually tall.
What if you show up and you're like 4'6"?
For my head shape and size, like that'd be so crazy.
Yeah,
I have
4'6"
a
with a crazy head shape.
shockingly
and size.
long head.
I
If
got
I
a
had a normal
shockingly long
shaped
head,
head,
and
I
I'm
think I'd
not.
be like 5'11".
Yeah, you guys both have quite large heads. I've got a really tiny dome.
Mine's
Yes.
just long and wide. I got a rectangular prism going on. With that being said,
I'll take us out. Thank you so much to everybody for joining and listening to this episode of the Pair of Kings podcast. Don't forget to join the Discord. Message us something nice on Instagram. Message John something nice on Instagram.
my Instagram app is deleted at the moment. I
Yeah,
was using it too much
I'll
during
pass
work.
him along. I'll pass him along. Message
Okay,
John
sounds
something nice to be passed along at Pair of Kings Pod if you'd like to join the Discord. I don't know. You're still going to be around. I don't know why I'm like making this out. Like, we're never going to see you again.
It's not goodbye. It's see you later.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. This is so sad. But you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, or I guess X and TikTok at Pair of Kings Pod. You can follow the podcast and get video podcasts over at Pair of Kings Podcast on YouTube. I'm your host, Saul Thompson. You can find me on Instagram at Saul Thompson. I'm joined this week not only by one, but both of my wonderful co-hosts.
I'm Michael Smith. You can find me on Instagram at John Hogaboom, but I have deleted the app currently.
That's true. And I'm John Hogamoon. You can find me on Instagram at _Smithstagram. And I still have the app.
Yeah. Frequently posting.
Yep.
And thank you so much to everybody for listening. Again, it's I don't know. It's sad. I'm sad. This is also coming out on a Friday. I was going to say have a happy Thursday. But as always, this has been the Pair of Kings podcast, where once a week, every week for the foreseeable future, we are bringing you business as usual, tomfoolery as planned. Take care, everybody. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.